Preparing to live stream the meeting.
We are live.
Am I? For real live?
In full effect.
With Northern Lights. All right. All right, welcome everyone to our 14th Color Bold Spotlight, the final one for this year. My name is Mia Jung. I work for UW-Madison Division of Extension. I focus on economic development work with entrepreneurs of color and have the honor to work with Color Bold Business Association. And we're here today with Kimyatta Ratliff, who you may know in many ways. She's wearing a lot of hats. She is an entrepreneur, business strategist, master hairstylist, community leader, ministry leader, and ... President, CEO of the Color Bold Business Association. Kimyatta's passion is helping people see their own vision and achieve their personal and business goals. She's also leading the Color Bold Business Association into unpaved paths and being a fierce advocate for entrepreneurs of color. Kimyatta, as you may remember, was also the premier Color Bold Spotlight in September of 2020. And what better way to wrap up the year and the spotlights for 2021 with our own Kimyatta. Let's dig in, okay? Now, it's so good to have you, Kimyatta. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for that grand introduction. I feel like I've done a lot. Thank you.
Well, you're worth it, all right? And I did forget to mention, everyone, please, this is an interactive experience. So use the chat box to ask questions anytime while we're talking. So anyways, so Kimyatta, we're going to focus today. I know it's very hard for us to find a focus because you do wear a lot of hats. And I would love to learn about all the various ventures that you are involved in. But today we're going to focus on Color Bold. And I think you really did start to get involved seriously with Color Bold back in late summer of 2020. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit more about what drove you to get involved with Color Bold in the first place?
It's really very simple. It's just been in my DNA, meaning like business has been in my DNA my whole life. My parents own different businesses. I've always had my own hair business since I was very young in elementary school on up. I have always been involved in different business clubs. I talk to people about how to start their business. I give a lot of consultations to people on that. And then leadership, management has always been in my blood, in my DNA, helping others, like you stated earlier, in the ministry. So that comes a lot of helping other people. And then even as a hairstylist, just being able to listen to people, give advice in that way. So business, leadership, management, and helping other people is just in my DNA. Plus, my name is Kimyatta. And so Kimyatta actually means leader and chief, as well as African queen. So it's my destiny to be the Color Bold president.
Okay, well, thank you for providing that context and sharing the meaning of your name. I did not know this, but it does all make sense now when I've gotten to know you this last almost 2 years now. Mm-hmm. So Kimyatta, if you look forward, like in what ways do you want Color Bold to impact BIPOC business owners and the larger business community?
Well, so this kind of had become Color Bold's like tagline, to say grow, connect, and have a seat at the table. Those three things is definitely what I want to bring to businesses of color in Northeast Wisconsin. One, because a lot of times we find that not only people of color, but every small business owner, they can do their business, meaning if they are a chef, they can cook, right? Or if they're a hairstylist, they can do hair. Or if they, I don't know, whatever else, but can sell clothes or like fashion. But the other parts of business, people oftentimes lack. And so when I say grow, I would like Color Bold to help assist in educating people on different aspects of business, as well as having their resources, financial resources grow, connecting them with people in the community that can better help and serve and show them how to expand their businesses, and then connect. Like a lot of times business owners are in their business 24/7, and then they have a home life. And so they oftentimes don't know that there's other people around them that have the same needs, wants, desires that they can bounce ideas off or talk to and things like that. So to connect them with other people of color that are in business, as well as to connect them with organizations that can help serve them too, and then have a seat at the table.
Have you felt like that's happened more for you this last this time period when you've been involved, Kimyatta? Those items that you just mentioned, in what way has things changed for you as a business owner or as a person who's has been very involved with the organization?
Yeah, so definitely for me, I've definitely been able to grow my business, able to get different resources, been able to connect with different people in the community, as well as to have seats at different tables. In general, that's been my thing, because I already mentioned earlier how I've been involved in business things, but even more so in trying to grow Color Bold, I've been able to know different movers and shakers in the area and how they can better help our goals as Color Bold is concerned. So yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Kitty Johnson from CAP Services is saying, hi, ladies. Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
Good to have you. And then any main accomplishments that you would like to highlight for Color Bold and share to everybody who's listening in?
Yeah, of course. Before I do that, though, I want to say, as your last question about what I want a Color Bold to do, as far as the community at large, I would like for us to be a bridge, being able to connect organizations to business owners of color, so they can better serve them, as well as Color Bold can help them understand how to be more relatable and make policies and things that would be open for different people that they are not already catering to. But you asked things I want to highlight, right? From this year?
Yeah, so main accomplishments for Color Bold this past year that you want to highlight.
So I think like the main thing is we have been able to organize. We, as a small team and people with busy schedules, we've been able to organize and create a buzz for Color Bold. We've been able to create value for people, even though, like I said, small team, everybody's busy doing stuff, but we have still been able to help a lot of businesses of color in the area and upcoming businesses of color. So that buzz that we have started is awesome to see that we've already created value, and people see the value in us, as well as we have also been able to get a grant. I can't think of the grant name offhand, but what's the name of the grant we had?
Entrepreneurship support grant.
Yes, through WEDAC, and then we had New North and African Heritage come alongside us to help us achieve that. So that was awesome for us to get that. So it takes money to make a difference, and it definitely came in time. So those two things I would like to highlight. I mean, we've done a whole lot, but those two things help really set a good base for us.
I agree with you. So in terms of challenges, can you share a couple of challenges that you faced in growing Color Bold?
Yeah, I like personally, I hate that word challenge, because it's kind of like, okay. I mean,
sorry.
No, it's okay. Like, so I know that challenges can be good or bad, but most times when people think of challenge, they only think about the bad or hard things. And so for me, when it comes to business stuff, because it's just like I live and breathe it, I don't really see it in that light. But for Color Bold, I think the biggest thing that I guess took a lot of energy, I say that took a lot of energy, was time. That has been the most time consuming thing, is to create time. Like I said earlier, we, you, myself, and the board chair, we have our businesses, our family life, and other things that we do. So trying to find the time to work on Colorboat and still be of value to people, and then being able to slow down because we want to be as valuable, make a change, put these things in place as fast as possible. But in order to do so, we have to kind of back up. And so having to be patient, finding time to get everything together. And a side note, of course, working with people in general is always a thing. So people and having to connect and character and different cultures. I mean, cultures like work ethic.
Scheduling.
Yeah. Like the cultures as in a work ethic, it has been, a thing, but that's life. So
yeah, I definitely hear you on that, especially being able to both react to opportunities and to lacking the better word here, challenges or things coming in and to look forward and be really mindful about how we use our time and where we're going. I think it's really true. So in terms of any lessons learned so far, Kimyatta, what would you share with others who are starting or running a nonprofit or a for-profit business?
Yeah, it's the same. Like, so I mentioned earlier that I do some business consulting. So the same thing I tell my clients and people in general, patience for one, like I just said, because even as far as nonprofits and trying to get grants, it takes a whole lot of time to research, to write them, then to wait and see if you get them, then to get the funding. And so it's just like time. So being patient and being creative to still do work in the meantime of waiting, and then being able to know and understand how to collaborate with people to help get things done. So a lot of times people feel like they don't want to tell somebody their business or tell somebody like what they're doing because they think that they are competing against someone, which on some level that's kind of true. But then if you be wise in telling certain people what you're working on so that they could possibly help you move forward, there will always be people that will try and take your ideas, take your thoughts, even in a business platform, but nobody can do what you're doing but you. Nobody can have that little swag or swing on what you're trying to do but you. So even if there are 10 people trying to do your same goal or same business, like selling clothes, there's McDonald's, there's Burger King, there's Culver's, there's Arby's. I mean, all these different burger companies, but they're all still making money. They all have their little niche. So don't be scared to move forward in your goals, even if people are being sneaky or if you feel like they took your idea and ran with it. So I think that's kind of what I want to say as far as like being patient. And then also different people have different cultures in their nonprofits and in their businesses. So I forgot the question. The question was what I don't want to share with
lessons learned.
Lessons learned. Thank you. I'm just rambling. Lessons learned.
And I apologize. I had to move to a different spot in the house here because my internet was kind of choppy. So that's why you saw me walking
Yeah, I was like, what is she doing? But I'm gonna keep talking, and I'm just gonna act like they're not looking at her. Lessons learned also that there's different cultures in different nonprofits as well as business. So you kind of have to get in, get out, help where you can, but not let their culture affect your structure. So
no, I agree. Integrity is really, really important.
mm-hmm.
And Kimyatta, as we wrap up 2021 with this spotlight, let's look out at the horizon. What do you see for Color Bold in something like 5 years? Any big dreams that you see?
Of course, as you already been getting to know me, Mia, you know that I have like all these different grand ideas and thoughts. But because I also know that there's a time, I didn't hear you.
No, I said I know. Oh. I know you now.
There is a time and a place for everything. So my answer is probably going to be like, she don't know what she's saying or doing, but I can guarantee you I do, because God has gifted me to be able to have a king vision and be able to have big dreams. So I know that the next 5 years is going to be thebomb.com. Okay. So when we
nice.
thebomb.com.
Let's frame that, okay?
Thebomb.com for Color Bold, and just stay watchful. So like the best advice I can give those wondering what we are going to be doing in the next 5 years is to stay connected with us. The easiest way I can explain it is what has been happening now times that by 100, right? So we're going to be fully planted in Northeast Wisconsin, being able to make a great impact in meaningful ways. So that's vague, but stay connected with us. Stay connected with us. If you're not following us on our social media platforms, our Facebook or Instagram, or if you have not been a part of our newsletter, go to our website, colorbold.org, so that you can stay in contact with what's going on, as well as our social media platforms, so that you can know and be a part of what's going to be happening. That's the best answer I can give for that.
We got a question from Kitty here, Kimyatta, if we're familiar with Ford Community Investments.
We are. Mm-hmm.
We are.
Actually, yes. Yeah, actually, Kitty, they just had a training 2 weeks ago, I think, about nonprofits and how to manage your money or your financials. So I was a part of that. And then I've also been a part of like applying for their mini grants and been in contact with Tom. So yes, we are definitely familiar with Ford Community Investment.
So Kimyatta, do you have any final words of wisdom before we wrap up this last spotlight of the year?
My final words of wisdom for 2021 is go back and watch the last 13 Color Bold spotlights. Those are full of wisdom points. So if you need some key points of how to start, how to upskill, how to grow, how to connect with people, go back and watch our 13 business spotlights that we have covered as Color Bold organization, and you can find that on our Facebook page. That's my
that's a good wisdom. we got like an archive of wisdom now, so just tune into those other ones for sure, and we'll keep going next year, right?
Yep, we are going to definitely keep going with this, but also add it in a different format and different ways. So definitely stay connected. And if you are a business owner, a nonprofit owner of color in Northeast Wisconsin, reach out to us so we can definitely spotlight you and bring people to your business and organization so that we can know what's going on and we can figure out ways to collaborate with you. As well as if you have been seeing our Shop BIPOC contest, make sure you're a part of that. Bomb.com, right? Make sure you're a part of it. We want to make sure that businesses of color are getting as much resources as possible. So that means is we need you to go out and support their businesses, shop with them. If it's an online business, in-person business, as well as you as a shopper will be entered into a drawing to win a $100 gift card. If you are a business owner, you can also take part in that by posting a picture of your business, your product or whatever, saying shop BIPOC, which BIPOC stands for Black, Indigenous, People of Color. So post that with a hashtag shop BIPOC and then at Color Bold. So make sure you're following us on Facebook so you can at Color Bold so we can find you. If you are a community member that wants to shop, find somewhere to shop, online or in person, hashtag I shop BIPOC. Make sure you're following us, add us in that post. If you're on Instagram doing it, the hashtags, and then add us at We Are Color Bold. Yes, We Are Color Bold on Instagram. As well as I definitely, with that contest, we want to reach 50 people, 50 businesses, unique businesses. So help us reach that goal. That would be a blessing to be able to reach and affect 50 entrepreneurs of color in Northeast Wisconsin. I definitely want to thank Tracy Robertson. Tracy Robertson started Regional People of Color, which was the first name of Color Bold Business Association. So without Tracy, there would be no Color Bold Business Association. So we definitely want to give her
shout out.
Applause for being a visionary and starting Regional People of Color. She saw a need, she stepped up, she got it done, she gathered people, and that's where the beautiful, intelligent Mia Yoon came in and helped assist it to keep going. Her and Diana, awesome group of people with Extension. We thank you, Mia and Diana, Extension as a whole, for coming along and helping Color Bold, because without you, we would not be here. I'd like to thank the board chairwoman, Ramona Hallman, for coming along with all of her wealth of knowledge that she's given and her time to help build the Color Bold Business Association. And then our past board members, William Parney, you guys are awesome. You guys are rock. We appreciate all of your time and effort that you've given us. And then our advisors, Irene and Sayun, we definitely appreciate your input, and all of our supporters that we've come along path with. I'm not going to start naming people because I'm going to miss them. Ryan, Bob.
You're doing great. You're
Marjorie,
doing great.
Rucker. We definitely thank you guys for coming along and helping us through this process. The Black Business Chamber of Commerce, we greatly appreciate you and your efforts, as well as our sponsors from our grants. I mentioned them earlier, and our other sponsors from our other smaller grants that we've gotten as well, and our supporters. Like I said, those of you who are sharing information with us, trying to connect with us to help us grow, we definitely appreciate you, because without you, we would not be where we are today. We are a organization that serves businesses of color, but of course, there's room for everybody. We don't know everything, and we welcome supporters from all backgrounds to come along to help the Color Bold Business Association be the best organization that it can be in Wisconsin. So,
yep.
And the business owners.
And I gotta say, Kimyatta, thanks for those loving words. And I totally did all of the thank yous out there to everybody who mentioned. But I gotta say, from day one, it has all been about partnership and collaboration. You know, even if that can be difficult sometimes, that is really, I feel, the only way to make Color Bold bigger and better. And so each of you that heard your names out there, please understand how thankful we are. Kitty, you're on the call here. So your name and Laura, y'all are just amazing at CAP Services.
Yep.
And so just know that without everybody, Color Bold would not be where we are at today. Mm-hmm. So yep. That is absolutely the truth.
Mm-hmm. We definitely got a lot of things coming up. I know I was vague earlier, but stay tuned and connected with us. Like I said, follow us on social media. Sign up for our newsletter via our website, colorbold.org, and let's do this together. And I want to say, have an awesome.
Kimyatta, one way to be less vague, maybe talk about what's happening on Thursday.
a lot of things that happen Thursday.
Well, there's a
oh
workshop.
yes. So before I say that, I'm going to say this actual Thursday, I will be judging at the pitch competition, at the regional pitch competition. So if you guys come out and listen to different businesses pitch their ideas for winning that Monday, y'all, right? And that's going to be at the Urban Hub. I want to say 6 o'clock or 5. One of them, I forgot. I think 6 o'clock though. But go to their website at the Urban Hub. That's going to be this Thursday evening. Come out and support other business owners and network with the movers and shakers that are going to be in the room. And on December 2nd, at 12 o'clock, we're going to be having a workshop that's going to be via Zoom so that you can ask questions, as well as we will live stream it on Facebook. But if you want to be in the room to get your answers asked and answered, please join us via our Zoom link. This workshop is going to be on the $10,000 WEDAC Main Street Business
Bounce back
grant. That is for entrepreneurs, not just of color, but any entrepreneur that is that has opened a business since 2001 January until June 2022, signing a lease on a commercial property. It is an opportunity for you to come find out information on if you qualify to get this $10,000 grant. Don't miss out on this money, y'all. Come out and get this information. Even if you haven't already opened up, if you plan to move and start a location, it is certain parts this grant is qualified for, but it's for any city in Wisconsin, I believe, but it's focusing on the downtown area and some other part. So come out, get the information that you need to see if your business qualify for this grant, as well as we don't want to leave you just half informed. We want to make sure that as you have signed that lease since January and are going to sign a lease, that you know how to negotiate a lease, right? So if you already signed it, you still come get this information, because after this lease is up, you would have to renegotiate or find somewhere else. So get the knowledge on how to negotiate a lease, as well as what to look for when you are searching for a property for your business. So that's what's coming up. And it's free, okay? It's free, so come get the information. Let's grow.
All right. I mean, that's quite a lot, right? I mean, we got the Shop BIPOC, we got the workshop coming up on Thursday, and you're judging on Thursday. We should all tune into that as well. Well, I'll put in some information here in the chat box so everybody can follow what we were just talking about. So, but Kimyatta, it's been an honor to talk to you, and it's been so nice to have you to be the last spotlight of 2021. And I just can't wait for all the amazing things we'll do together in 2022.
Yeah, I mean, Mia, thank you for interviewing me and sticking through with this. You have done an awesome job. These 14 business spotlights, you have grown and definitely become more easy interviewer.
A little bit more chill
doing this. So you're awesome. And for everybody who's watching now and that will watch the replay, you guys have an awesome Christmas and a joyous 2022.
Absolutely. Thanks, everyone. And we look forward to seeing you next year, if not on Thursday. Bye.
Bye, guys.